guys, it's Marianne, the Frugal Chef. Let's make a Chocoflan today. This is a wonderful dessert for Mother's Day. Let's make this. I'm sorry if you can hear the terrible rainstorm we're having right now, but there's nothing I can do about it. I have a cup of caramel sauce in this pan. You know, you can use cajeta, which is the Mexican caramel sauce if you can find it. I am using my homemade caramel sauce. You can use store-bought. I will attach the link to this at the end of this video in case you want to make it, okay? So for our dry ingredients for a cake, we have 3/4 cup of flour, which is 96 grams. We have a 1/3 cup of cocoa, which is 46 grams, a teaspoon of baking soda, a teaspoon of baking powder, and I'm gonna add a pinch of salt. All I'm gonna do with this is whisk it so I get it, you know, a little aired in there. You can sift it if you prefer. Now we're going to cream a 1/2 cup of softened unsalted butter. This is 8 tablespoons and it's also 113 grams. So I'm going to just beat this until it's nice and creamy for a couple minutes. I'm going to add 3/4 cup of sugar, which is 150 grams to this, and cream it for another couple minutes. Now I'm adding a large egg that's at room temperature. And mix that in. Okay, now I'm going to alternate my flour and cocoa mixture with 3/4 cup of milk, which is about 187 milliliters of milk, okay? I'm gonna start with the flour and I'm gonna end with the flour. Now we're going to put our cake batter on top of this. By the way, I buttered this very well before I put the caramel in. So in here I have a 397 gram, 14 ounce can of sweetened condensed milk and 4 whole eggs. I'm going to add a teaspoon of vanilla extract to this. I am now going to add 3/4 cup of cream. It does not matter what cream. Well, don't use sour cream, okay? Whipping cream or heavy cream. And 3/4 cup of milk to this. This is a total of 12 ounces or 1.5 cups. If you would rather use evaporated milk, you can do so. So I'm just going to put this into the blender and I'm going to blend it all until it's nice and creamy. Now I'm just going to pour that flan on here very carefully. And please don't worry that your batter is going to get mixed up with the flan. No, it doesn't matter. It'll be fine once it cooks. Beautiful. I'm now going to cover this with aluminum foil and make sure that it's really well sealed. We're going to put our mold inside of an oven-proof pan, and I'm going to add boiling water to this until about halfway up my mold. Now, You would be doing this with inside the oven, right? Not like this. I'm just doing this to show you. I'm gonna have to take this very carefully and put it in the oven. So that's about it. We're gonna put this into an oven that's been preheating at 375 degrees Fahrenheit, which is 190 degrees centigrade. And we're gonna let this bake between 75 and 90 minutes. I'll check it at 75. If it's ready, I'll take it out. If not, I'll keep on cooking it. I will tell you the exact time once I take it out. Every oven is different, right? So this took 75 minutes. I want to ask you to be super careful when you uncover it to check your cake. Watch out, there's going to be steam in there. Don't burn yourselves. If you like this video, please give me a like. And if you didn't sub, don't forget to sub. So I'm just going to take it out of the hot water and uncover it here very carefully, not to burn myself. And this is perfect. The cake is on top, the flan is at the bottom. You'll see this tomorrow when we unmold it. I'm gonna let this cool down completely. I'm gonna cover it with plastic and I'm gonna let it sit in the fridge overnight. You don't have to wait that long, but at least 4 hours, okay? Put it in the fridge for at least 4 hours before you take it out of the mold. Our flan's been in the fridge overnight. Now let's unmold it. You can see that the sides here separated from the mold, so that's perfect. All I did was pass a butter knife here through the middle just to make sure it's all nice and loose. I'll put the plate that I'm serving it in on top, and I'm just gonna flip it over very quickly. We're just gonna let that Chocoflan release itself from the mold and we'll remove it, okay? Look at this, absolutely beautiful. The chocolate cake's at the bottom, the flan's on top, that caramel melted. Oh, let's serve this. Doesn't that look good? The chocolate cake on the bottom, that flan, that caramel on top. You know, you can make this 4 days in advance if you'd like. So that's really cool because, you know, if you have a big party and you want to make this, you can get it out of the way early. We got it. All right, let's eat this. Ay, ay, ay. Oh. That chocolate and the flan together, amazing combination. This whole thing just melts in your mouth. It's wonderful. I'll have this recipe on the website waiting for you guys to come and print it. In the meantime, eat well without going broke. And I'm gonna see you guys soon.